In a repeat of the last T20 finals, Australia, the defending champion and host, takes on New Zealand in the first match in the Super 12 stage of the ICC T20 World Cup. Hello, everyone. This is the Cricket Forum, your place for the latest news, views, rumors, and gossips in the world of cricket. Please slash a like on the video, share, and click that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner. Joining us today to discuss and preview the Australia-New Zealand match is Roxy and Bruce. Bruce and Roxy Stevens. Now, gentlemen, welcome to the show, and I'm really happy, and the community is really happy to have you, gentlemen. Let's start with Bruce. Bruce, what can you tell us about this Australian squad? In the fact, only one member, up to yesterday, only one member of this squad was new. It was mostly the players that took part in the last World Cup that was in squad. 14 of them. If it was not for the injury to Josh Inglis yesterday, 14 members of that squad that played in the last World Cup would have been back in this squad. What can you tell us about this squad?
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man, and good evening to your viewers and listeners across the length and breadth of this YouTube forum. Yeah, man. Australia.
Can I put the squad up on the screen for you? That's the Australian squad up on the screen.
Yes, definitely. And as I said, Australia have retained probably the same squad from the last World Cup. So it's definitely that they are forced to reckon with in this World Cup. Yeah. And with a little injury concern, I think they will definitely pull through the fact that they are playing at home. You understand, home advantage and a new work. So I see them as the favorite team. There's a little odds against them though that no team has never defended the T20 title. So therefore I know this Australian team have the quality players, they have the resources, they have everything to go forward and show it to the world that we can be back-to-back winners of the T20 tournament.
Don't you think that the team is a little old and that no team has repeat?
No, let me tell you this. Cricket age is just a number. You understand? I was once told that the late great Sir Jacobs, at the age of 40, he went down to score 100 first class runs. So age is just a number. This is T20 cricket, man. As long as you are playing, it does not matter as long as you are giving us what we want. That is T20 cricket. For me, that is cricket for me. Age is not a factor. As long as the guys are performing, no matter how old he is, I strongly believe once you can turn up and get the job done, you can be a part of any squad.
Okay, Loxley, we saw where the New Zealand team have made 3 changes to the squad that played in the previous World Cup. How do you assess this New Zealand team up front? How do you feel about this New Zealand squad? Do you think they can go one further, having lost in the finals last year? Do you think they can go one further? And how do you assess this squad?
Good afternoon to you, Everton, and your YouTube viewers. This New Zealand team has always turned up at these World Cup games. And this squad is a very balanced squad. And when you look at those, you may mention those 3 new players in the squad, and they will add value to the team. Martin Guptill at the top of the order is very experienced. And of course, Glenn Phillips, who is a very attacking, explosive kind of player, will add that kind of impetus at the top of the order with Kane Williamson coming in at number 3. Now, it's a balanced squad. It's a very experienced set of players. So they have more experience than a lot of the other teams. And Australia is a very good team playing at home. They're going to be difficult to beat. But I think I give them a good chance of competing and possibly beating this Australian team tonight. And when you look at Trent Boult, who has played all over the world in the IPL, and would have done well. This guy I want us to watch very carefully, and it's what's his name?
The squad is on the screen, so
Yeah. Okay.
you're seeing the
Yes.
squad here.
Right. Jimmy Neesham.
Okay.
He's a very good. He's a kind of clutch player, along with Bracewell.
Right.
It's more Bracewell than Neesham. It's a clutch player, and so say for instance the New Zealanders should lose early wickets, they bat fairly deep with these all-rounders, so their chances are very good, and it's going to be a very interesting match tonight, I can tell you.
Okay, Jake, it's actually Friday night. West Indies playing tonight, but I understand.
Right, Friday
All
night.
right, all right. The match will start at 8 p.m. in Sydney. 8 p.m. The match will be played at the Sydney Cricket Ground, and it will start at 8 p.m. in the night. Their time, that's 2 a.m. Jamaica time and 3 a.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. Let's go with you again, Bruce. What would be your playing 11 like? And if you should win the toss, what would you do?
Okay, all right. My playing level, I definitely have Finch and Warner who's in the batting with Marsh coming at 3 with David at 4, Stein at 5, Maxwell at 6, me at 7. Then I will go with my 4 bowlers with Pat Cummins, Stark, Zampa, and Josh Edwards. So definitely winning the toss, with the batting strength that Australia have, I would definitely bat first. You understand, with the bowling experience that we have, with Pat Cummins, Stark, Zampa, and then Maxwell to come and give us a support. And even though we have injury concern with Marsh and Stein, we still have that bowling. So if we should get probably a 170, 180, we could definitely defend that comfortable. Yeah, even though the fact that New Zealand have quality batsmen, but I definitely would take that first now.
Okay, you mentioned Maxwell. The last time Maxwell passed 50 in a T20 match was the 3rd of March last year. In his last 20 innings, in his last 15 innings, he has not passed 20. In fact, in his last 7 innings, he have not passed 10. Why would you continue to have Maxwell in this team?
Well, definitely, Maxwell is a world-class player, right? And definitely...
But he has not shown it in his last 15 innings. He has not passed 20 in his last 15 innings.
But a quality player like Maxwell, we would have to start him as one of our seeded players. It is a tournament now. Australia is one of those teams, once it comes to tournament, we really turn up. Yeah, and the fact that you're playing at home support, family support, definitely I would start Maxwell as one of my favorites in this team. He's such a destructive player, and at every given time, Maxwell will turn up, and if he turn up, I can tell you, he will scare any bowling attack apart.
Okay, all right. Roxy, what would your team be like?
Okay, so my...
And what... Just a minute, Roxy. Did you say who if you will bat first, whether you win the toss or not, Bruce?
Yeah, definitely. I will bat first. You'll bat first.
Yes, Roxy, the same question to you. It's a night match. It starts 8 p.m. If you win the toss, what would you do? And what is your playing 11? Well, your playing 11 is on the screen.
Yes, definitely. I would look to bat first. Yes. So I am agreeing there that, either team wins the toss, you want to bat first. That scoreboard pressure is important. Yeah, put a total on the board and look to defend it. Now my 11, as you presented on the screen, I would replace. To be honest with you, I'd replace Finn Allen with Devon Conway, because he has been contributing to this New Zealand team. So I would opt for him instead of Finn Allen. Goptil at the top of the order, Glenn Phillips. Those are 2 solid openers. Daryl Mitchell, who has performed in the different facets of the game. He played Test cricket, scored runs recently against England. And he's fast becoming that kind of player that can be, diversify his game from one from one stage to the next, 50, 20. So their batting is they bat very deep. They've got some very good all-rounders. So if they were to lose early wickets, Australia should not take it that they still have to work hard to get this team out, So I think it's a very rounded team, if you ask me, with some quality batsmen at the top of the order.
It's a night match, gentlemen, and frankly, I was very surprised that you both decided to bat first, because that means you will be bowling second.
Yes.
And it's a night match. What about the due factor in the fact that you are going to be bowling second if you bat first? Loxley?
I don't know what the conditions might be late in the evening. Whether it's cold. And where the match will be played? Sydney, right?
Sydney, at the Sydney Cricket Ground.
Right. And generally it's humid conditions, even though it's in the night. So I don't see the drew as a factor, to be honest with you.
What about you, Bruce? What about you, Bruce? Why would you choose to bat first, and means that you are going to be bowling second at around 9:30, 10 o'clock in the night?
What I believe, Australia playing at home is their condition. Whichever conditions turn up on the night, Australia should, utilize it quite easily, because they're playing at home. So it doesn't matter, bowling late or whatever, bowling last or first or the due condition. It's their home, their condition. They are the ones to go there, you understand, and utilize whatever turn up on that day, you understand, and make themselves comfortable in whatever situation and do well.
Okay, this is one of two matches that have been sold out. The match between India and Pakistan at Melbourne have also been sold out. So this is one of the two matches that have been sold out, the match at Sydney. But in this group, you also have England and Sri Lanka have qualified for this group, and you have Afghanistan, and the runner-up from the West Indies group will join these five. With England in this group, how important is it for the teams to get off to a good start? Let's start with you this time, Roxy.
It's very important, and this is going to be a very tough group. And even in the preliminary games prior to the start of the tournament, England is a very good team. They would have beaten Australia, so it's a very tough group. It's a very, very tough group, as you can see.
And West Indies could well end up in this group.
They could very well end up in this group, and just looking at the teams in this group, I'm a West Indian at heart, but it would be very, very tough for them to even advance. Yeah.
Okay. What you say, Bruce? Looking at this group, how important it is to win this match. Know that England have your ticket.
A very tough group, but as I said, it is very important to get off to a winning start. So definitely Australia have to hit the ground running from ball one. As I said, they have home advantage, you understand, and the fact that New Zealand haven't beat Australia in a home event since 2011, that's supposed to give them a little boost so they can carry on that record. But a very tough group. As I said, England have our ticket. Well, let me tell you this, man. This is Australia playing in a world event, man. And once Australia starts to play in a world event, I can tell you, man, they're going to turn up. If Australia can turn up, you understand the way they turn up at the last World Cup, I can tell you, it is game over.
So, Bruce, if you were to select 3 players from the Australia team to shine, not necessarily in this match, but to shine throughout the tournament, if you were to select 3 players who you think really going to carry this team and really going to shine throughout this tournament, and I'm going to ask you the same question to Roxy, so you can think about it meanwhile. Who are those 3 players? 3 players, Bruce?
Definitely David Warner is one of them. He's really a performer over many years for Australia, and playing at home, with the support of his family. You understand, especially his 3 girls. I tell you, he's coming out to put on a show.
But he got a hit in his head. He got a hit in his head the other day from a short ball. Isn't he getting too old for the pace now?
No, not at all, man. Once you play cricket, man, it's likely that you will get hit, sometimes.
But David Warner never usually get hit. He never usually get hit.
But as I said again, Warner have demonstrated You understand? This year as well, that he's making a lot of runs. Whenever he go there and play, he go there and he really put on a show. And I said the other player is, a very young player to the squad, Tim David, tall, upright batsman. But I can tell you, man, he brings a lot of firepower in the middle order and a lot of finishing in the middle of Australia. And I would think this is going to be another World Cup for Michelle Stark again, with those firing those Yorker from all different angles. So these three players, we have other players as well. We a mighty finisher in the last 12 months. I can tell you, man, this team is a team that is definitely going to be hard to beat.
Bruce, I noticed you said we a while ago. You never said Australia. I noticed you said we.
Well, as a fan for so many years, like I'm a part of them. It's like I'm living in Australia when cricket is playing. Trust me. Yeah, man. Anybody who know me can tell you about me and this whole Australia thing. Yeah, man. So that's why when I said we, yeah, man. Australia.
So you're looking at Stark, David, and Warner to perform. Hello, Bruce. Roxy, give what Bruce seemed to have. Roxy, are you hearing me? Roxy, could you say who are your three players that you are looking to be standout from New Zealand and try to help them to win this World Cup?
Kalas, are you hearing me?
Yes, Bruce. Yeah, we weren't hearing you a while ago, so Roxy was talking. So give him a few minutes and then we'll come back to you. Give him a minute or two.
Yes, Everton. The persons who I'm looking to lead this team, and they have been tried, tested, and proven, right? It's, although Martin Guptill is getting up there, but he has the experience.
I'm not hearing clearly at all here again.
We are hearing you, Bruce. We are hearing you.
Yeah, we are hearing.
You are hearing us, Bruce?
Are you hearing us, Bruce?
Go ahead, Laxi. We'll try and sort out Bruce in the meantime. Go ahead, Laxi.
Yeah, man. So I'm saying that, at the top of the order, I'm looking to see Martin Guptill lead in the batting, and of course, Captain Kane Williamson. The Australians, they do have a way of targeting the captain, and Kane Williamson is really a class act. And once he can hit some form, then the batting will revolve around him, the Martin Guptill, and of course Daryl Mitchell, and you have players just in that middle that can assist. So I'm looking for that sort of performance from Guptill, Kane Williamson, and of course on the bowling side, Trent Boult would lead the attack, and Tim Southee is there and there about the usual. So I like this New Zealand team because anybody could just come through. But those three players I'm looking are four. Those are the players you expect to lead this New Zealand team.
Okay. Bruce, you want to finish up the comment that you were making?
No, it's okay. You can carry on.
Okay. Now, gentlemen, who's going to win the match Saturday morning? It will be 2 a.m. in Jamaica, 3 a.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. Who's going to win this first match of the Super 12 stage?
Well, I expect the New Zealand to win. The home pressure on the Australians, I think they will not be able to overcome that. It's the first game for them. It's huge. It's sold out. Yeah, they could have the 12th man, but I'm still giving New Zealand the edge right here.
Yes, Bruce. As you say, I know who you're going to choose.
Definitely Australia. I understand. As I said before, home advantage.
So why New Zealand can't win, Bruce? Why New Zealand cannot win?
I think it's the strength and power that Australia have right now, and as I said, when it comes to a world event, Australia turn up. The statistics have showed how their World Cup they have won. So, and definitely being the defending champion, they are coming out gun blazing.
Roxy, why Australia cannot win, Roxy?
Look, when I saw their how they performed against England, it suggests to me that they are vulnerable. I don't think England has the best one-day team, and they won quite easily. And I would have expected Australia to have acquitted themselves even better, But I think that New Zealand, familiar with the conditions, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Bruce, we noticed that when the squad was selected, there were a number of past players and so who are calling for Cameron Green to be in this squad, especially after he went to India and make some runs down there at a very good strike rate. But realize that when it comes to Australia, you have played 5 matches in Australia so far, 3 against England and 2 against the West Indies, and he has not performed. But they were still calling for him to be in the squad. Yesterday, now, a very freak accident happened to Josh Inglis on the golf course. I have never heard of such an accident before. What really happened there, Bruce? Because you are an Australian. What really happened there? And with the speed at which they include Cameron Green in the squad, what really happened on that golf course yesterday?
Well, from what I heard, I get to understand he was on a golf course playing golf and accidentally probably stepped on a golf club, which you step on a golf club, it's like a shovel. It's kind of coming up rearing at you, and it must be. I guess he got a hit on his hand, and some injuries there. So definitely, as a wicket keeper with an injury, you will definitely have to replace him.
But you replace him with Cameron Green, and Cameron Green is not a wicket keeper.
Yeah, definitely, because even though we might have Wade as the only keeper in the squad now, and if something might happen to Wade, well, definitely we would have to call on David Warner to do some wicket keeping duties. He's capable of doing that as well, but
Is it that Australia will go, well, you will go to any length to include Cameron Green in the team because you made a mistake in selecting the squad originally? My interpretation, what I heard about the incident is that the man was swinging a golf club and the golf club cracked in his hand and cut him. I never heard of that before.
Defective golf club.
I don't know. I just think they were going at any length to get Cameron Green in the squad. But who's going to win the World Cup? Who's going to win the World Cup? I want to know now, who's going to win the World Cup? You have said that Roxy, you have said that New Zealand is going to win the match Friday night. Bruce, you have said that Australia is going to win the match Friday night. Who is going to win the World Cup? And who is your biggest threat in this World Cup? You want to take that one first, Roxy?
Let me come down on Bruce's side. And Australia must not be taken lightly. And they're playing at home. And, they are favorites. Most tournaments, they are favorites. So it's going to be difficult, but don't underestimate New Zealand. And I saw where Kapil Dev gave India a 30% chance of winning. I was actually surprised.
No, yeah. I'm not surprised about that because I do not have Australia or India in the semifinals. In my analysis, I do not have Australia or India in the semifinals. Sorry, Bruce, I don't think they are going to make it to the semifinal. But who do you think is their biggest threat? Because you are convinced that Australia is going to win the World Cup. So who's your biggest threat, Bruce?
All right, definitely. I think looking at the team in the tournament, I'm looking for England, India, Pakistan, Australia, New Zealand.
It's okay to butt in Roxy.
And also South Africa. Any from those 6 teams can definitely make it to the semifinals. Yeah, but I definitely believe that once Australia gets into the semifinals, they will definitely win the World Cup. Once they get there, their threat, is I think their biggest threat is India. You understand? I think India have a very strong team, and once India get their footing right and start to adapt to the conditions pretty early, they will be definitely a strong force to reckon with. Pakistan have a very good team, but we all know Pakistan is a team like this. They will turn up today and tomorrow they don't turn up. Yeah, right? But the other team though is definitely England. England have, I think, they are the one who will probably adapt to the Australia condition quite easily, because they have done there in recent times playing a series against the Australian team. But I strongly believe, as I said, once my Australian team reaches the semifinals, it's silverware.
Okay. Yes, Roxy.
It's difficult to pick a winner at this stage, but I can tell you where the winner will come from.
Okay.
Right? So it will come from Australia, England, New Zealand, and Pakistan will be there and thereabouts. I don't expect them to win, but they will advance.
I can
India
tell you
and India.
as I said, I
Not
can
really.
tell you where the winner will not come from. And I'm sure we'll be back here closer to the end of the tournament or at the end of the tournament to review it.
I want
Because
to hear.
I want you gentlemen throughout this tournament, I'm asking that if we can do some preview and reviews of matches as they go along. Not every day, but on occasion. And I want you to join me. The thing about it for the match this evening, and as I said, not this evening, Friday night, this is the forecast for weather at Sydney Cricket Ground at 8 p.m. when the match is expected to start. They're expected to be thunderstorm.
Wow.
If they're, and I want to credit weather.com, I go to weather.com and get this information. If there's thunderstorm and if there's rain, and if there's rain in the air and you win the toss, would you still bat first?
Absolutely.
You would still bat first?
Yes. Yes.
Bruce?
I would bat first because the conditions would definitely change. It's like a dew factor at that point. So you will be bowling with a wet ball. So you want to ensure you bat first.
Okay.
No. Hold on. My bad. No. Sorry. Because of that forecast,
right,
I would want to bat last.
You don't want to bat last?
Yes, my bad.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's okay. We are human beings. That's okay. Yeah. And we are always can change our viewpoints.
To me, it all depends. I mean, if we have rain before or if there's no rain, but we're rain in the forecast, you probably have a different mindset. But if it's raining before and then we have a break and it's after this turn and then, well, definitely I would bowl based on the condition, the overcast condition, the cool condition. I would definitely utilize my best bowling option.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It was really a pleasure having you. I enjoyed it, and I look forward to having you back again. And I hope you'll have a great day. Thank you to all the viewers, and God bless you, and take care.
All the best.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, and take care.
You're welcome.